The seasons are changing. Doesn't mean you can't have fun outdoors. This thing right here was a fight to get started, considering its surrounding. It's literally surrounded by frozen water. But it's possible, and I will verbally guide you through the steps. Now, this guide that I'm about to give you is not a survival guide. That's why I didn't do like a step-by-step tutorial with this, because, well, what I used was a toilet paper roll stuffed with dryer lint and paper towels. I sprayed canola oil and I sparked it with this lighter that doesn't really have a good spark anymore. So here in my cabin, I'm here pondering about how a lot of folks like to feel defeated by the change in the seasons. You know, the mood changes, the vibe of the atmosphere changes. I mean, we're tilting away from the sun, the days are getting shorter, and it sucks a lot out of you. I can't lie. I'm trying not to get frostbite on my tiptoes, considering I need to be whipping out the winter boots. What I do want to talk about and point out is that it is possible. Through rain, through sleet, snow, you make a fire happy enough, it will make its presence, and it will gift you its warmth. Now, how did I get such a big flame, you might ask? Well, as it dies down here right now that I've summoned the hot bed, I have to continually monitor it and cater to it. You have to attend to the fire as if it was an entity that if you do not follow certain tasks, it will run away from you. Fire is a strange entity of this world. Well, really, I know it comes down to chemistry, but it is an observable chemical phenomenon that if we cultivate it, treat it with respect and care, it will, in exchange, provide you warmth and something to cook your food on, so you ain't gonna get no E. coli diabetes. So what you're gonna want to start off with your fire is lay a nice flat bed. Make sure it's as dry as possible. On a day like this, on a rainy day, you're not gonna find nothing dry, nothing crisp, but you want the most dry that you could get, that you can find. And that's exactly it. You might have to do a little search for some hollow, spongy twigs and just really dead stuff. You're gonna want to start off real small, and you're also gonna want a lot of it, because when you put the toilet paper, oil, lighter fluid, whatever it might be, to start it, to spark it. You got it sparked. Then you build a kindling around it with those little dead sticks that I told you about. You let that cultivate, let it heat up. Make sure that, then pay attention to the direction of the wind and the precipitation, because you're gonna want to almost build like a wall structure to protect your fire. The logs that are about to get burned, you want to use it as like a shelter for the fire, so that the shelter can go from an embryonic stage to then being a big hungry teenager and just gobble everything around it, so that then it can make a nice hot red bed. It's really not rocket science. I mean, people prehistory figured this stuff out, so I hope I don't really have to get into too much detail. But it is a lost art. in our modern civilized society, we have adapted to just plugging in a space heater. Maybe you are out in the middle of nowhere and you're stuck and you need some warmth, something to cook on. Just remember that through any condition, it's possible as long as you keep a lighter with you and something to keep it going, such as like an oil or a lighter fluid, preferably. And then like a paper towel roll, dryer lint. You're gonna want that stuff and lots of sticks. I just wanted to make a little briefing about the whole process in case anybody's interested. And in case it proves to help another brother out. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what we gotta do. Now stay tuned for the next video when we talk about religious warfare. See this? This is the ideal foundation for a big bitch of a fire.